All right, here we go.
We got cameras rolling. We got lights hot. We're ready to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cast in Steel.
Cast in Steel, the competition where minds...
That's our best bet to get a decent blade.
I'm definitely worried about the weight constraint.
...will meet metal. To take on this year's challenge.
We have George Washington's sword.
It's a test of creativity.
Do you think we could do any gemstones?
We could do sapphires.
Design.
All right.
And raw skill. Each week, we'll meet different teams from across the country.
Casting is such a cool area, and I'm very confused why more people aren't doing it.
Doing hands-on work is something that we all have a shared love for.
Most people, if you would say, I'm casting a sword, would kind of look at you a little funny, but it's really exciting.
As they're challenged to design, cast, and ultimately put their creations to the test. Fighting through a grueling qualifying round, hoping their sword won't break. The strongest will reach the finals.
Over the course of the series, 38 teams will go head-to-head as they boldly test their own swords.
And get their swords brutally tested by expert judges. In the end, the judge panel will decide who will get the $25,000 prize and the ultimate title.
The winner of Cast in Steel.
Every year, the Steel Founders Society of America, the group behind the competition, come up with a new casting challenge. This year, it's a tough one. Make a sword like George Washington might have carried. Now, Washington owned many swords throughout his life, some just for show, others meant for battle. And this competition will highlight each team's ingenuity in recreating one of these swords.
In this episode, 8 teams will face off in the ultimate test of skill, creativity, and steel. Arkansas State University, California State Polytechnic University, Pomona, Youngstown State University, Wentworth Institute of Technology, University of Alabama, Baylor University, Georgia Southern University, and Michigan Technological University. Our quest to find the best cast sword takes us to Cal Poly Pomona.
Thank you. Well, you guys both took your midterms.
He has them on Tuesdays, I have them on Wednesdays.
My name is Aprille Joy Labakin. I'm a fourth-year manufacturing engineer student at California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. I'm a team member of Team Vernon Vanguard. When we were kids, my brother introduced me to the wonderful, complex world of STEM, learning about dinosaurs and biology and chemistry and a little bit of physics. I realized that I had an interest in engineering because I tend to wonder, like, how does that work? How is that built? Why was it built that way? But I was afraid to pursue it just because my parents had a dream for me to pursue nursing. I just went along with it, but each time I went to a hospital or a clinic, I felt out of place. So I ended up taking a hiatus so that I could just kind of figure myself out and explore. During the pandemic, I met several peers online. There were a lot of non-traditional students who were very supportive, and they said, I think you have a great interest in engineering. That was actually the turning point in me starting to believe in myself. And so I decided to go back to school again, but this time I was going into engineering.
You were talking about how, like, last semester, it was like down to the wire.
Oh, yeah.
We were really down to the wire.
Yeah.
Like literally on the day it was due. I was initially very nervous about participating in Cast in Steel last year, which was my first time. I felt a little bit strange that I was the only female on the team, but not in a bad way. It was more of, let me show what females can do. But it ended up being such an amazing experience. So I believe that cast and steel really helped me build my confidence. And now I feel like I have a chance in this world. Even as a non-traditional student, okay, I'm changing careers, I still have a chance to do my best.
I stayed up till 5 with Alex once, working on it.
Wow.
That was bad.
My name is Ethan Beltran-Dianda. I am a second-year mechanical engineer major at California Polytechnic University, Pomona. Both my parents, they always impressed upon me how important my culture is. We're a very proud Mexican family.
I'm good.
I got you.
My interest for engineering began because my grandfather worked in the aerospace industry. He'd tell me about his work, and something about the creativity and working together as a team kind of just spoke to me. My grandpa first came to the US from Mexico when he was 18 with his wife. He was looking for more opportunity, and he found an aerospace company that hired him as a janitor. He worked very hard. He learned from the surrounding engineers. And while he could never fully be able to go to school for it, he was able to work his way to developing and even training some of the engineers there. I definitely want to continue where my grandpa left off in the engineering industry. You know, he was able to even work on the space shuttle, so I hope maybe one day I could work on something that cool. Luckily, my father and grandfather are going to be able to attend Cast and Steel and watch me compete. To do well in Cast and Steel would be an opportunity to show my grandfather how much I am inspired by him and how much I am to make him proud.
James, do you watch soccer at all?
Not too much. I'm more of a football guy. What's that more?
It's football actually, but then again.
We call it soccer here, so. My name is James Otava. I'm a senior at Georgia Southern, going on and getting my mechanical engineering degree. Our team is the Three Musketeers. What I mean engineering, I would say, is designing with Legos. That was a big part of my life. I talked with my dad, and I would say I want to do something based off that. And then an advisor at Georgia Southern said, a good idea for you would probably be in the mechanical engineering role. My freshman year, I got an email kind of saying, come down to the Foundry here, we're doing a aluminum pour. So I went down there, and I didn't really have anything designed, so I just made a styrofoam cut of V as my last name. Seeing that process was very inspiring for me. I'm with Cast and Steel. I've competed in 3 competitions: the leaf sword, the African spear point, and then our final one was the Halligan bar. This is my first year leading a Cast and Steel team. I'm pretty excited about it.
Hey James, you want whole milk with your tea?
Yeah, whole milk works, thanks.
Okay. My name is Shamsul Alam, and I'm here as a graduate student at Georgia Southern University. And my program is Advanced Manufacturing Engineering. I'm from Bangladesh, and I did my undergrad at the top university there.
Tea's ready.
Thank you.
I know Adnan from Bangladesh. He was the assistant manager in the industry I worked with, and I was the engineer there. I really leaned into metallurgy because of the heat treatment process. Like if you cool metal very fast or very slowly, then you get different properties. So I really like that. And then I met Dr. Zhu. I saw his profile online and then sent him an email to get my higher studies ongoing. And then he interviewed me and said, thumbs up.
Good too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my team has 3 people, me, Adnan, and James. We get along pretty well, but when it comes to cast and steel, we fight a lot.
Washington's a pretty big guy, and the broadsword would really fit him.
Our team dynamics is kind of like Game of Thrones. Like shifting alliances, sometimes I would take side with James, and sometimes I would take side for Adnan. If you want the broadsword, then you can go ahead and make it yourself.
We're not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think the fighting makes our team stronger rather than weaker, but we will have to see what happens.
We're going to go back and forth with it. Let's just get over with it.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm Daniel Brannigan from Michigan Technological University. I'm a third-year material science and engineering major, and I'm on the Washington Wompers. I first got interested in material science because of my dad. My dad's fairly well known in the metallurgy world. He's on the wall in the material science building here at Michigan Tech. He worked in automotive steel research for a long time, so I got to see his lab and see some of the work he did. I thought it was really interesting. I think my dad was featured in a Forbes article. They actually gave him the name Steely Dan because his name's Daniel Brannigan too. My dad doesn't really add any pressure, but I definitely want to like kind of live up to the legacy a little bit. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, fair. I haven't pulled steel on this frame before.
Oh. I'd say I get along with pretty much everyone in the materials department. We're kind of like a little weird family.
Why did it stop?
It probably has a maximum elongation. I print these little naval warships with a 3D printer, and I just put them in people's backpacks. I'm always cranking out ships. It's like, you're gonna find the whole Navy in your backpack. I think it's pretty funny.
Right. Bring it down. My name's Amber Shaw. I'm a senior in material science and engineering at Michigan Tech. I'm the first one in my family to attend a university. I kind of always liked solving problems from a young age and really took to math and science because of the ability of my brain to find patterns. So I kind of knew that I wanted to do something where I would be able to challenge my brain every day.
Oh, a little more. A little more. I can't get it out.
In addition to being a full-time student, I also am really involved in my community. I teach dance locally here, and I am a teaching assistant, so I help with different things, like grade some papers for one of my professors. After I graduate, I actually have been given a great opportunity to stay at Tech and start work towards a doctoral degree this fall.
I bet your parents are stoked. Are they excited?
Yeah, it was new at first and had to explain to them how grad school works, but they're excited now.
Where'd the aluminum go?
This right here?
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm Nicholas Jareen. I'm a third-year material science student at Michigan Tech. My father is a civil engineer, and he spent 10 or 15 years in Washington working with Western Federal Lands, the Highway Division. He would bring me to the Take Your Child to Work Day event, and one of the things that I really remember vividly is going to what they call their smash lab, where you take concrete cylinders and you smash it to understand the properties. Not only do you get to break stuff, but you get paid to break stuff. Once I saw that, I was all in. Yeah. My father, when he was in college, in order to save money, a lot of what he did was working on his own cars. And then he kept doing it, not necessarily just to save money, but also for the love of the engineering behind it. I got to see a lot of that growing up with him and work on some of that too. And I ended up liking it a lot. I really like knowing what things are made of and how do you get to that final product. So coming into this year, I knew I wanted to work on the cast and steel project, and I would be completely blown away if we actually won. Do I think we have a shot at it? Potentially, but that all hinges on everything happening perfectly.
We need to make sure we support each other and we're there for each other.
Oh, I'm already thinking about ideas for the swords.
Last year's competition, I really enjoyed the design part.
Let's have fun with it. This is our payoff.
So the cast steel competition, teams are going to cast the sword that's either a replica of one of George Washington's swords or a sword that fits the criteria for what he would have used. Our team chose the Kato with our own spin on it.
Last year we did very well. We won the Best Investment Casting.
First place team Cal Poly Pomona.
No other bar there had that level of detail. So this year we thought, how could we push the limits?
At the end of the day, it is just a competition, but we want to win that competition. So first you just got to get your design down and then figure out how you're going to make the blade, the weight, the center of gravity, how much force it can take with whatever metal you're doing.
Throughout our design journey, one of the things that we really want to test out is the material strength.
We were fascinated by the H11 steel alloy because that material is used to make landing gear. It's a very high impact material.
We contact our industry sponsor and they're willing to produce a half-scale prototype for us to use.
We have H11 tool steel, which is a wonderful piece of metal. But will it hold up? How is it when we're just wailing on stuff?
So we did a slash test, we did a pierce test, We did a bending test to see if it would snap, and it didn't.
The sword did not sustain any noticeable damage.
So we were able to see that our design makes sense. Metal choice makes sense. It's possible going forward. And we did investment casting, which is really cool.
Investment casting has been practiced for over 5,000 years, and we still do it today. Every casting begins with deciding what shape you want to make and then creating a pattern of that shape. In investment casting, the pattern is made most often from wax. To make your mold, you dip the wax pattern into a ceramic slurry, coat it with a special sand, and let it dry. You repeat that process several times. This creates a ceramic shell. The wax pattern is melted out of the shell, leaving a cavity in the shape of the part. Then pour your molten steel into your cavity and let it cool and solidify. Finally, you break your metal shape out of its shell and finish it with grinding and polishing.
With investment casting, you can get really intricate details, so it's pretty crazy.
We used Aerotech last year, and we are very lucky for them to be our industry partner again this year.
It's possible that the sword doesn't feel all the way because it's so thin, and then we only get one shot. So we'll see. We're about to find out.
When you're pouring the molten metal into the ceramic pattern and it cracks, that is the worst case scenario because you have to scrap and start all over. If our sword fails, it would really put us at a very tight time constraint.
Watching them pour, it was really great. Breaking the mold and see the final product, it was really awesome.
We have our sword. It's real, and it's just wonderful to see. Now we can begin to machine it, make sure like the blade itself is straight, there's no imperfections, there's no burrs, nothing that'll accidentally hurt anybody.
We decided to go to a professional blade sharpener to get the best blade edge.
If our sword performs well, I'm gonna be happy beyond words. Like, it's gonna be the culmination of over a year of planning, of designing, so words can't describe how happy I'm gonna be.
I'm confident in our blade, but when it comes to a testing situation, I am obviously a little scared. The judges could hit it at a weird angle, and that causes our blade to fail, so that is a concern.
So these are the requirements that casting steel put on. So we need to pick from these available designs. We should be going for the broadsword.
I don't know.
It's a little too bulky. I don't think it's gonna be perfect what we're trying to do.
I don't care about the bulkiness, but I do care about the intricate designs.
I'd still say the broadsword.
I guess we're gonna have to put it to a vote. Raise your hand if you think it should be the Aprille. Broadsword.
I'd still say broadsword.
Well, 2 beats 1.
I think that one would have been better in terms of actually making the thing. Yeah, we make fun of each other, but then again, that's probably the thing that gels us together. It took quite some time, but now we have the design ready. We chose the 1767 French officer's épée.
A sword, it's very long and very skinny. It's really challenging geometry for casting, especially for the folks like us choose to sand cast it instead of investment casting.
So in 1 minute, we're gonna move the ladle over, okay? 1 minute, count down 1 minute.
I love the foundries, the pourings, working with liquid metals. Because you can mold it, pour it, go through the entire process and get the actual thing that you were thinking.
Up. 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 Everything? Good. Take out.
What do you say about the pour?
Well, it went top notch. It was really great pour.
We were nervous that the metal would break out a little bit, just how it was assembled, but none of that happened, and so I'm just so happy about it, and we'll see tomorrow if it filled, but I have faith in it.
We had some concerns about the casting to fill properly, but it has a good filling and we can't see any visible defects, and we're feeling really good about it.
I am worried about the heat treatment process because it might curl up. We'll see what happens.
Go.
Heat treatment process is where we can really get the steel property to its best. Our sword has to be hard, sharp, but not brittle. So put that in the furnace, pull it out right away, we'll quench that in oil.
Pouring went really well, but now the biggest concern I would say is the finishing touches. Grinding it down. All of us have experience in the grinding side, but we're not like really experts in it. Our team has put so much work into it. I couldn't choose a better team, in my opinion. Just love working with them.
We are like the sleeping giants, I'd say. And we're going to go to Atlanta and crush other teams. I hope so.
Winning this competition would be amazing. We are a younger team, so that would just mean so much to us.
There are people who would call us the underdogs, but we are pretty confident in our level of excellence. But as you know, anything can happen.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how everybody approaches this creatively.
I feel like even just getting a sword is going to be our achievement.
I think the casting is the coolest thing.
This would be probably slower than forging it if you already had the forging skills.
We'll see how well we do, I guess.
This year we're making a sword that George Washington would have used. You can make a replica, or it says you can make a sword that he would have liked to use. We decided to make kind of a broadsword, and our justification for that was that it's going to be a little bit easier to cast.
We started planning to cast it in-house.
All right.
Teams that are pouring in-house, and they have to be ready so that when the moment comes, when they have hot iron, everything's in place to get a good casting.
The first step is to design your idea. You draw it out and then sketch it up in CAD.
And then you place that in a casting solidification simulation software to show the predicted heat transfer rates and cooling and solidification rates. That new technology is really helpful than the old guess and check method that people would have had to do before. So we had originally planned on pouring in-house, but our power supply for all of our induction furnaces actually completely blew. So we have been unable to melt iron or steel.
The biggest delay and the biggest challenge has been the foundry.
That put a complete halt on this project. The only thing that kept moving forward was the alloy design.
I designed the alloy for the sword. We need it to be really tough, so we needed to you hit something and it doesn't snap in half. So I added some vanadium, some titanium, and then a lot of silicon because that makes the metal more fluid. It makes it so it can fill the mold a lot easier.
At Michigan Tech, our focus is really on the metallurgy and how we create different alloys. So for a team to be making their own alloy is pretty cool, but it's not unexpected.
So, are you the alloy wizard?
I don't think I've ever been called an alloy wizard before, but I appreciate the title.
In 30, 40 seconds, we should be at temperature.
So I got some good news. Foundry power supply's been installed, so the furnace is up and running again. It's great news for us, and so we're gonna be able to cast in-house. We got one shot to cast our sword, so we gotta work really hard to make sure it all is able to be done. Bad news, it's gonna be really tight. Now we've just gotta do a 3-4 month project in 1 week.
Kind of like opening a Christmas present here.
We still have a lot to do.
Very nice.
so we'll have a lot of sleepless nights.
We're going to keep moving forward on to finishing. We're going to be really tight on time, so everything has to work perfectly.
We were able to slap a pretty rough handle on it, so I think we'll have something sent out.
Originally, we had devised a couple tests, but we're too down to the wire now to do that. So the first time our sword's going to be tested is at competition, and I'm a little worried we're going to fail. It is currently real early in the morning, and we're getting ready to head on the road to cast in steel. Our chariot awaits. Now is to go pick up Daniel and Amber, and now go get on a plane.
I'm really excited to make it all the way through the project, and Atlanta is a huge city, and we'd have to fly, so definitely gonna be a change of pace from small town living up here.
So I'm taking my own sword to the competition. This is a 1-to-1 3D printed replica of a sword. It's fun to make a sword and give me something to swing other than a lightsaber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cast in Steel. First, it is my pleasure to introduce our judges. In her first time judging Cast in Steel, our MIT metallurgist, Melissa Martinez. Next up, the CEO of Steam Extreme, Philip Harrison. Next, a man who needs no introduction, Dave Baker, the weapons maker. And finally, someone who's been a bladesmith, blacksmith, jeweler, and metal artist for 4 decades, Ben Abbott. In this qualifying episode, 8 teams from across the country are going head-to-head. There are 5 qualifying rounds in total, and the winner of each earns a spot in the finale and a shot at the $25,000 grand prize. To compete, each team must create a Washington sword, either a faithful replica or one inspired by history, no longer than 43 inches, weighing under 4.4 pounds, and incorporating casting in the design. During the competition, blades will be put to the test, first by the students, and then by the judges. The first student test is a stab and slash through a canvas bag filled with rice, designed to test the sharp edge of the blade. A clean pierce and slice show precision and sharpness. For the second student test, each team gets 5 swings to cut clean through a cherry wood dowel. Performance testing is only one part of the equation. Teams are also scored by additional judges on their technical reports, for their project videos, which document the entire building process, often with a few creative flourishes. All of it adds up to one overall score, but there's one hard rule. If your sword breaks, you're out. Cast in Steel starts now.
Coming up is Cal Poly Pomona's Team Vernon Vanguard.
I am here with my father and my grandfather.
I wanted to support him and let him know that all his hard work is seen and appreciated.
I'm so proud of him, and I like to encourage him, and I always like to stand behind him.
With its gorgeous details, Cal Poly's sword is designed to impress.
I'm confident in our sword, but, still, anything could happen.
This blade is light and fast. You can hear it sing, which is great for the rice bag. But we'll see how it fares on the dowel.
The cherry dowel challenge, a very intimidating challenge. That is a tough piece of wood. Did my initial swing as a feeler to see what I'm dealing with.
That was hard.
I wish I would have done it harder because I think our sword could have taken it, honestly.
There you go, guys. Good job. You guys got a singer. I can hear it go.
Coming up next is Wentworth Institute of Technology's Foundry Fathers and Freya.
This is Freya right here.
Hi, baby.
She's my service animal. She is trained to do deep pressure therapy, and she can also get help in case something bad was to happen while no one was there.
Wentworth's take on the Bailey Cutto is an homage to the original maker. It shows dedication to authenticity.
All I could think about was the credits and GPA points that were reducted for me this semester, missing so many classes because of the sword. So I'm ready to go up there and really wail on that piece of cherry wood.
Holy.
Just kind of tap it, you'll see.
Yeah. Just give it a little hit.
We were so nervous the entire time, and we were like, dude, maybe we don't even like swing that hard. We don't really want to break our sword. We want to move on to the next round.
Is it gonna withstand the cherry wood? But it did.
Yeah, but we kind of just decided to go with our gut and have faith in the blade, and I think it worked out in the end for us.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Nice job, Freya.
A couple of guys who don't overthink smashing the cherry dowel are John and Joe, our in-house testers.
Next up, we got John and Joe testing for Arkansas State University's Red Wolf Steel.
The many details on Arkansas State's submission really make it stand out.
Oh, didn't something fall off?
Oh, you with the pommels. The blade is strong, but the pommel is weak.
Coming up next is Youngstown State University's George Washington.
Youngstown State brings a sword with a handle cast right onto the blade.
I work myself up a lot for the rice bag. I have a habit of overthinking things.
Overthinking is the theme of the day. In this case, though, it paid off.
Stop.
Yeah.
On the other hand, with the dowel, throwing caution to the wind seemed like just the ticket.
Our sword is unique. We chose S7 tool steel, which is very, very strong and able to take very high amounts of shock. And I wanted to take full advantage of that during the testing. And I think we did a good job of doing that.
We had cast the blade and the handle as one piece, so we were curious what you would feel in the vibration. So we had a 3D printed PET plus shell in 2 halves that clamped around it. And we finished it pretty close to the deadline, so we weren't able to fully get a grasp of, no pun intended, how it would feel to actually swing it, but I was very satisfied with it.
Great job. If you're keeping score, it's Engineers 2, Dowel 1, and a tie.
Coming up next is Baylor University's George Washington Carver.
Baylor presents the most unique-looking blade in this competition.
While it cut the rice bag nicely, Baylor's design doesn't look very well suited for the cherry dowel.
I think our blade's a little too thin. If we had to do it again, I would widen our blade. The stress intensity was too high when we were hitting that blunt object.
In the running score between the Engineers and the Dowel, it's now even, 2-2.
Coming up next is University of Alabama's George Washington.
The shape of Alabama's blade clearly shows it's designed for poking.
I got tunnel vision, just like locked in. And my only thought was hit it really hard. And it did nothing. I did hit it really hard, and that was my goal, and I think I accomplished it.
I hit it as hard as I could. It was pretty cool. It broke into 3 separate pieces.
We had quenched our sword very aggressively and had tempered it very lightly.
Our tempering process left a little bit desired, you could say.
Give it up for University of Alabama's George Washington.
While Alabama's sword did break into 3 pieces, this dowel is done. We can call it a tie.
Coming up now is Michigan Tech's Washington Wompers.
Michigan Tech's beast of a sword looks ready to take on anything.
I was a bit nervous because I wasn't sure about the sharpness of our sword. Took 1 try, cut through. I was very happy with that result, but something we were really concerned about was porosity along the center of the sword.
Of course, you always think about the worst case scenario. Our heat treatment wasn't totally optimized for the alloy.
That's really not good.
There you go.
The journey to get here has been full of unexpected twists and turns. And I'm just so proud of our finished sword.
Let's hear it for Michigan Tech's Washington Wompers.
So far, we've seen 3 swords break the dowel, 2 fail, and 2 we're calling a tie. Will our last team survive the dowel?
Coming up next is Georgia Southern University's The 3 Musketeers.
Georgia Southern's blade displays exquisite craftsmanship.
I'm a big football guy, so I felt like the second string quarterback going in. So I poked the rice bag and it went through really nice. Then I hit the first time. It didn't cut through. I just lined up again.
The sword that we took inspiration from is a fencing sword and not in chopping into something. But we're confident.
Don't break. Don't break.
Okay.
All right.
I hit it as hard as I could because I knew that our sword was strong enough, but unfortunately it wasn't. The tip broke off and flew into the ceiling. It was wild. I'll tell you, it was wild. And then after that, I inspected where it broke off. The crack was there from the beginning.
It stung, but I think our bond as friends got closer at the end.
It was a great experience overall.
Pretty close.
I rewatched that video one of our friends took of our sword breaking like 7 times already.
They got the best break, 100%.
It stinks, but we had really fun with it, so.
Give it up for Georgia Southern University's The Three Musketeers.
Sorry to see it.
And now, time for the judge testing.
Half of the 8 teams didn't make it through the student testing, leaving 4 teams still in contention and ready to be tested by our judges.
Coming up now, our judges are testing for Cal Poly Pomona's Team Vernon Vanguard.
First up, the carpet test. It's another slash and stab challenge, but this time it is far less forgiving than the rice bag.
Philip.
All right.
It's got edge like a pencil.
In regards to the carpet test, I was feeling pretty good. We were able to get a decent way through. We were able to cut with minimal tearing. It wasn't as clean as I would have liked it, but we were able to cut it, and we didn't tear it off of the clamps that were holding it, so I was feeling pretty good about it.
And finally, Ben.
For the second judge test, we're cutting through a coconut to see how strong the blade is. This is a test about edge toughness. Will the sword cleave the coconut cleanly in half, or will the blade break under pressure?
I felt confident, especially our sharpening, that it was gonna go through easily. And it went through like butter.
I think Ethan and his team did very well today. They, got through all the challenges without the sword breaking, so that's always an awesome thing. I'm just excited to be there and watching it all and cheering him on.
And now we've got the judges testing for Youngstown State University's George Washingtons. Ben, please take the stage.
Better cut than I thought it would be.
The carpet test was definitely nerve-wracking at first. We hadn't tested anything like carpet, so we didn't really know how it was gonna go.
Phil's been killing it.
I thought it was really cool to see because they had a lot more experience with swords and we did not. So some of their swings were a lot smoother and were really cool to see our blade go all the way through the carpet, especially the last swing. They actually knew how to use the sword, so it was really cool to see.
Yeah. I'm not even wearing any of it.
I was incredibly surprised with how smooth our cut was. Ours had almost 2 clean halves that you could have put right back together. You would have had the same coconut again if you just glued it a little bit. I was really impressed with that.
And now the judges testing for Wentworth Institute of Technology's Foundry Fathers. David Baker, please take the stage. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's so hard, but you know.
He said to use the tip.
And Melissa, please take the stage.
Don't use the tip. How did it feel? There's no edge at the tip. Oh, another one of those.
Yeah.
Well.
So the carpet test didn't go as well as we wanted, and honestly, I think it was our worst test. You know, obviously we didn't get the sharpness that we really wanted to, and it didn't really come to fruition, but...
I don't know, man. I don't think he used the tip enough. Yeah. I don't think he used the tip enough.
You were insistent he needed to use the tip.
He was supposed to, if he used the first, like, 6 inches, man, it would have sliced right through that carpet, I promise.
If you're gonna slow pitch him, I'll swing.
We can blame David Baker.
Dave Baker, the weapons maker. It was his fault. It was his fault, 100%.
Finally, Ben.
Coconut test went phenomenal, honestly. I wasn't really nervous about that one, especially after seeing how we broke the wooden dowel in one go. So seeing it go right through that coconut was super satisfying.
Up now on the very last one. Judges testing for Michigan Tech's Washington Wompers.
The one team that did as well as us on most of the testing was Cal Poly, Vernon, Vanguard, and in my opinion, I think their sword looks better. The thing that we do have going for us is they weren't able to break the dowel rod, and we were, so I'm not totally sure how the judges are going to evaluate that.
I think our biggest worry was the carpet test, just because it seems like the second your blade starts losing an edge, the carpet does not go well for your sword.
Looks like a pretty decent cut. Watch your head. Ooh. Oh, what a good time to break this to the apparatus.
Good thing it's the last sword.
I think we performed about as expected on the carpet test. We weren't perfect at it, but just being able to make it that far was pretty impressive.
One of the big worries that we have is porosity. So with this test, there's a lot of things that could still go wrong and a lot of things that could put a complete end to our sword.
David Baker, please take the stage.
Just being able to make it that far was pretty impressive, considering our concerns with porosity.
Now is the hard part. Deciding which of the remaining teams in this competitive round deserves to advance to the finals. And because the winner will be determined by multiple factors, including their process video, their design, and their sword's authenticity, all of the judges will get a say. All right, we had another brutal round.
Only 4 out of 8 swords passed the testing without failing. Wentworth Institute of Technology, Youngstown State University, Michigan Technological University, and California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
What do you guys think?
Well, I think this had the most spectacular failure of the entire competition thus far.
That's Georgia Southern University.
Whoa, heads up. That's
What about Baylor University?
I wondered if the team would walk up and instead of
trying to knock the cherry thing, just turn it over and saw it in half.
Yeah.
But one of the fun mistakes that worked out nicely is if you put a point on that, it's kind of a nice little trench knife now. Bear with me.
That's the University of Alabama.
The most uncomfortable handle I handled was the live one
yes,
there.
the
I thought it was
shredder.
going to cut me open.
That one's from Arkansas State University.
Oh, didn't something fall off?
The team that made this had a completely different sword that broke the day before they were supposed to ship this. Oh, wow.
No.
So this is not their intended entry. So they still put something in the contest. So
Good for them.
I would give them props
Kudos
for doing
for
that.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about the swords that survived the testing? What do people think about Youngstown State University?
This one in particular was fun to swing, a little bit on the heavy side.
The grip fit my hand so well, a little heavy on the tip, but just when you had that, you had it, you know.
But one of the fun things with that sword is that guard was cast onto the blade.
Absolutely unique.
What about the sword from Michigan Tech?
They created their own custom alloy. Most teams use something standard that's out there in industry. They actually added a few additional elements in there.
You were saying that this sword added some elements. It added a lot of elements. It's a very heavy sword. Then there was a couple of the other swords, these ones on this side, that were lighter, more comfortable, faster than some that we've seen. And you know, one like this, it's just got such beautiful casting.
That's Poly Pomona.
It's obviously investment cast, but the detail is just really beautiful.
There was no other sword like it that had that much detail. Everything, the eagle, the flag, the inscriptions, how they were able to do that.
Ironically enough, when you guys did the performance testing, it really didn't cut that good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us finally to Wentworth.
Holy. This one has the right look for that green-handled sword, but the scale is a little wrong. The handle's about 1.5 times as big as it should be.
But I do like the teams that will point out the sponsor, Steel Founders Society of America, SFSA, and the logo.
Have you been able to reach a decision?
I'd say we're down to 2 teams, but we have a little more thinking to do.
May I please have to the stage Vernon, Vanguard.
We're just worried, thinking about all these different things. It's like, okay, let's be hopeful. We got this either way. Whatever the results are, we made it through all the way through the very end.
George Washington.
I feel pretty high about our chances within our round. There was one other team that also performed pretty well, but I think even on things like the cosmetics, we absolutely blew them out of the park. And yeah, I'm not worried.
Foundry Fathers.
Nervousness and excitement are the same emotions, so I'm just trying to frame it in my mind the right way.
And the Washington Wompers.
I think only one of the swords performed as well as ours in the testing, and it also probably looked a little bit better, so probably mostly comes down to the video and the report, which I feel fairly confident about, but we'll have to see.
And the team, advancing to the finals of Cast in Steel and eligible for the top prize of $25,000 is... from Youngstown State University, George Washington.
That was awesome. We are in the top 6. What? High five. That's not.
It's okay. This competition solidified my purpose. It was just that puzzle piece that I've been looking for. So I understand I'm in the right direction now, and it motivates me to keep pushing forward.
It's definitely disappointing, but overall, I'm very proud of how far we made it.
Today, what he did a good, and I'm proud of that.
Great job.
Nice work. For you. I'm just proud of our ability to persevere and be creative and think on our feet to be able to make a finished sword to begin with. And then the opportunity to be here and meet other students and other industry professionals has been amazing.
With only 4 swords to choose from, you might have thought that this would be an easy decision, but it was really one of the hardest ones for the judges. It really came down to Poly Pomona and Youngstown State. Ultimately, Youngstown State's casting process was so innovative and the sword itself was so successful that they were the clear winner.
For the final, we were definitely a little worried, but to be honest, we used a material called S7. It is very strong. We're pretty confident in that. And with ice, we are penguins at Youngstown State University, so we're made for ice.
Welcome to the finals of Cast in Steel!
We just progressed to the finals.
We worked our asses off to get here.
This is almost an entire year's worth of work.
Something on that stage is gonna break. It's either gonna be the ice block or it's gonna be our sword.
I'm scared of the test on the barrel.
They're really hitting that barrel super hard.
Tests are terrifying.
But this is it.
Now there's no going back.
The winner of Cast in Steel and the $25,000 top prize is...
If you want to find out more about the teams competing, the casting industry, or career opportunities in manufacturing, scan this QR code.